Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's cover a subject that's pretty serious. So from time to time, I will go on to, what do you call these chat groups or whatever, or even in my own Facebook group. I'll see people chatting back and forth about different subjects, whether I'm talking about the taxes, if I'm right or wrong, or whether I said that there was going to be a 12-to-1 exchange rate. I think it's funny when you chat with them, and I said, did you see the video? And they go, no, I just heard. Okay, so you're on here making a comment about something you didn't even watch yourself. I never said there was an official 12-to-1 exchange rate. What I said was, I thought it was interesting that in that article, they even considered revisiting the 12-to-1 exchange rate policy in the year 2026. I get why other content creators like to take the information and contort it and twist it and lie about it, because then they feel they can use that as some type of, oh, we got Pimpy thing. He said this when I didn't. So I understand that game. So in having a conversation in one of these chats, I said, look, if you want to find out the truth, then you should have watched my video and stop listening to what other people are saying. Don't you think it should have been important enough for you to hear it directly from me instead of what other people are telling you that I said? We went back and forth for a little bit, and the girl said, well, you're the one that claimed that you got it from your Iraqi contact. I said, what the hell are you talking about? She said, yeah, you got it from your Iraqi contact. I said, nowhere in my videos did I ever say that Iraq is going to a 12-to-1 exchange rate. And nowhere in any of my videos did I ever say I got this information from an Iraqi contact. So she sends me a link to a video. It's not even my video. It's one of those YouTube channels that takes information that they get from other content creators and then just repost. But in this case, they didn't just share my information, but they twisted the words around on the video. Look, you could say, oh, I don't like Pimpy, or Pimpy doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. But then don't go around and comment on something I might have said because you heard it secondhand on another content creator's video, or that you read it off some freaking website. If you want to make sure whether or not I actually said that, just go to my YouTube channel and watch the video yourself. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this thing's called the Iraqi Dinar Guru. Now pay attention to the wording, because this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Welcome to Iraqi Dinar Guru, the channel where I share the latest news and updates on the Iraqi dinar exchange rate. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very exciting rumor that has been circulating among the dinar community. It's about a possible revaluation of the dinar to 12-to-1 against the US dollar, which could happen as soon as 2026. The rumor that I'm going to share with you today comes from a source that I trust and respect.
I appreciate the kind words, but if you're going to quote me or use me as the resource, please use the proper words.
Newshound Guru Pimpy, he is one of the most reliable and knowledgeable dinar experts out there.
It's hard for me to argue with that I agree with.
And he has been following the Iraqi economy and politics for a long time. He recently posted a video on his channel, where he revealed some information that he got from a contact in Iraq.
She gives me the link to this video, I come here and listen to it, and the person is really kind in words about me. I appreciate that, but if you're going to share information that I'm sharing with you, please make sure to accurately quote me so that people aren't misled or confused. So in here it says that I got the information from my contact in Iraq. No, this is information that I was aware of, but decided to do a deeper dive since it was brought up in an article recently. Pay attention to my videos. If you don't watch my videos, well then that's your damn fault for getting the wrong information. But in the news article it says they're revisiting the 12-to-1 exchange rate policy, and they're going to do it at the beginning of 2026. I didn't make that up, nor did I say they were going to go to a 12-to-1 exchange rate. I was explaining to you what the 12-to-1 exchange rate policy is. In this conversation with this lady, she brought this video to my attention. And as you can see, they are already putting words in my mouth. I never said this comes from an Iraqi contact. I do appreciate the kind words about me, and they're pretty true. But other than that, I never said it came from an Iraqi contact.
According to him, The Iraqi government is considering a plan to revalue the dinar to 12 to 1 against the US dollar, which means that 1 dinar would be worth 12 cents.
No, that's not what it means. The article was talking about dollars and dinars. Whether it's 1 dinar for 12 US dollars or 1 US dollar for 12 dinars. Because depending on what article I was going over, they had them listed differently. So not 12 cents, dollars or dinars. So again, whether it's 1 US dollar for 12 Iraqi dinars or 1 Iraqi dinar for 12 US dollars.
Increase from the current rate of 1,304 dinars to $1, which is set by the Central Bank of Iraq. Pimpy said that this plan is not official yet, and it could be revisited or changed in 2026.
By wording it saying that it's not a plan yet, it's slightly misleading. Sure, there is a consideration to revisit it in 2026, but when you say that it's not a plan yet, in my opinion, it's almost misleading people in believing that they're going to do it, they just haven't done it yet.
Depending on the economic and political situation in Iraq, he also said that this plan is part of a larger reform program that aims to diversify the Iraqi economy, reduce corruption, and attract foreign investment. He said that the Iraqi government is aware of the potential benefits of a higher dinar value.
Okay, again, so the words that I used in there are being slightly twisted around. This is why it's important for you to just go straight to the horse's mouth. The issue that I have with this content creator is don't purposely twist my words around to mislead people. Most of what's being said is proper, but it only takes a couple of little things to twist it around and mislead people with.
Such as increasing the purchasing power of the Iraqi people, reducing inflation, and boosting the confidence of the international community. Pimpy also shared his personal opinion on this rumor, and he said that he would be very happy if it came true. He said that he would sell all his dinars and pay off his house and other debts, and start over debt-free with a lot of money to put toward his retirement. He said that he would take 12 to 1 in a heartbeat, and he encouraged his viewers to do the same.
Yes, I said if they went to a 12 to 1 exchange rate and it was 1 US dollar for 12 dinars, heck yeah, I would take that. And I would get rid of all my dinars and do exactly what was just mentioned. And that is to just pay off all my debts. Who wouldn't want to start all over from scratch? But I never encourage my viewers to do the same. What I said was, in my opinion, you guys would do the same, okay? See, this is what I'm saying. It's just taking some of the words and adding little ones here and there, change the entire dynamics of the video.
He also reminded his viewers to use the free Dinar Guru calculator at the top of his website to determine how much dollars their dinars would be worth at 12 to 1. I agree with Pimpy, and I think that this rumor is very exciting and hopeful. I think that 12 to 1 is a realistic and fair rate for the dinar, and I hope that the Iraqi government will implement it soon. I also think that this would be a great opportunity for all the dinar holders to cash in and enjoy the fruits of their patience and faith. I know that many of you have been waiting for a long time for this moment, and I'm sure that you have a lot of plans and dreams for your future. However, I also want to remind you that this is still a rumor, and it is not confirmed or guaranteed. As Pimpy said, this plan could be revisited or changed in 2026, or it could be delayed or cancelled altogether. There are many factors and risks that could affect the dinar revaluation, such as the security situation, the political stability, the oil prices, the global economy, and the interference of other countries. Therefore, I advise you to be cautious and prudent, and not to invest more than you can afford to lose. I also advise you to do your own research and due diligence, and not to rely on any single source of information. And most importantly, I advise you to be patient and optimistic, and not to lose hope or faith in the dinar. That's all for today.
So this particular part of the video, he also reminded his viewers to use the free Dinar Guru calculator at the top of his website. I don't have a Dinar Guru calculator, so I'm not sure where that comes from. But down below in the description, I'm sure they got a link to where they want you guys to go. All right, it takes you to this particular website right here. Okay, I'm familiar with this, but I don't have a web page on here. That would be something that they created. I remember this website. Actually, I know who the creators of this website is. Okay, so anyways, People listen to our videos, you guys, and they write down what we say, they put it on a website and share it with other individuals. But as you can see, they often indulge a little bit in the wording. That's why it's important for you guys to, one, do your own research. Two, if you're going to listen to content creators, make sure you listen directly from that content creator. Don't assume that just because you hear another YouTuber say they're quoting one of us, that it's being quoted accurately. Like I said, I appreciate the kind words in the videos about me, but like I pointed out, there's a couple of things that were added and twisted, and they really do change the entire dynamics of the information that was being shared. See, this is the most recent one. Newshound Guru Pimpy. IRS said that these would be capital gains. Okay, so it's interesting that this is up. Dr. Ron pointed this out to me. So the paragraph reads, IRS says these would be capital gains. If you make more than $500, you've got to report it. The tax brackets will be based on the amount of profit you earn. People try to overcomplicate it. You don't ever get a loss or a profit until you sell them. So the last time I looked this up for people, it was $500. But as we saw in the most recent report, they're saying it's $100. So if you make more than $100, then you have to pay taxes on it. Note, some gurus feel it's capital gains. Others feel it's ordinary income. The only option that matters is the IRS's. Always consult your tax professional at the appropriate time to determine the correct tax for your unique situation. I appreciate that note on there because that's important. The best thing you do is just go to the IRS website and look it up, or you can just listen to what I'm saying. And when the time comes, go talk to a tax professional. This way you don't got to worry about it. So FOREX. FOREX refers to the foreign exchange markets, also known as interbank market, where participants trade currencies, including spot, forward, or over-the-counter option contracts. So I will leave the link to this so you guys can go read this for yourself. So it says, yes, you may have to pay taxes on money you make on an exchange currency. When it comes to exchange of currency, the tax implications can vary depending on specific circumstances and the tax laws of your country. In many countries, gains made from currency exchange are considered taxable income. These gains can arise from differences in exchange rates between the time you acquire the foreign currency and the time you exchange it back into your home currency. The tax treatment of currency exchange gains can differ based on whether the gains are considered capital gains or ordinary income. If the gains are deemed to be capital gain, they may be subject to capital gains tax rates, which can differ from ordinary income tax rates. However, if the gains are considered part of your ordinary income, they will be taxed at your regular income rate. So you don't get to just choose whatever one you want. There's a criteria for this. What is the difference between capital gains and ordinary income? So here is the definition of ordinary income. Ordinary income is income you earn through wages, commissions, interest from your bank accounts, interest from bonds, income from business, rent, royalties, non-qualified dividends, and short-term capital gains. It's important to note that ordinary income does include short-term capital gains, which occur when you sell an investment for a profit that you've had less than a year. So if you go to swap your currencies and you've had it less than a year, then that's considered short-term capital gains or losses. Only people who had their dinar less than a year from when they go to swap it, and you're going to have to be able to prove it, then you can tax it as ordinary income. That's the only time you can do it. If you've had your dinar less than a year, then you can tax it as ordinary income. And here's the tax brackets for 2023. Capital gains. Long-term capital gains have a special carve-out within the tax code and receive preferential tax treatment. This is good for you. So, short-term versus long-term capital gains. Like I said, you can only count it as ordinary taxes if you've had it less than a year when you go to exchange it. If you had the Iraqi dinar for longer than a year, then that is capital gains and you get taxed differently. That's the difference between the two. But like I said in my video, the best thing you could do is consult a tax expert. Let them take care of that for you. But this debate's been going on for so long. People are like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm the only one that knows what the hell they're talking about. So when it comes to whether or not you got to pay taxes when you swap your currencies, yes, you do. How to determine whether you could tax it as ordinary taxes versus capital gains depends on how long you had your Iraqi dinar before you swapped it. If you had it less than a year, you could tax it under ordinary taxes. If you had it longer than a year, then that's considered capital gains, and you have a whole separate situation there altogether. But again, go consult your experts. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll get back at you later. I'm out.